Today I'm taking a solo trip along Wiltshire, starting off at the unique town of Avebury. So I'm in Avebury right now, and these are the stones, and I have no idea the significance of them, but I was just driving through this town and I spotted them, and they look absolutely amazing, and I thought, I can't just not see these. How cool are they? The cows seem to be eager to say hello. They're so cute. You never know in the UK what you're going to stumble upon. The town that I'm making my way up to is a UNESCO heritage site, and these stones are absolutely stunning. The way they're laid out like this, it looks like stone sculptures almost, and they go right through these fields and into the town itself. The stones on either side mark a processional walk that starts in the town and leads to a huge field, which was thought to be the central point of worship, with an even bigger circle of stones at its centre. It's thought that Avebury stones might be older than Stonehenge by 800 years. This town is surrounded by a circle of stones, which is the biggest stone circle in the UK and dates back to 2850 BC. This is so unique. I don't think I've ever been anywhere quite like it. This is definitely an unexpected adventure this morning. I walked through the avenue of stones towards the town. It felt so mysterious walking alongside these stone formations that played a significant role in life here so many years ago, leaving us wondering what their true purpose was. I don't know much about the stones, but it's believed the slightly diamond-shaped stones are thought to represent the feminine, and the long stones are thought to represent the masculine. Oh my goodness, I would definitely recommend a visit. It's absolutely magical, and I can see why it is a UNESCO heritage site in its own right. The town itself. Just a heads up, parking is quite challenging in the town, so bear that in mind. As I made my way back to the car, I came across something I did not expect. Stumbling upon the largest artificial mound in Europe, the mysterious Avebury Hill. This man-made hill, which dates to around 2400 BC, its purpose isn't known, but it's noticeable that the height lines up to the horizon. I met a lovely man called Stephen who helped shed some light on this mysterious place.
It's built about 2400 BC, I reckon. There's another one further down towards Marlborough. Just outside Marlborough was Marlborough School. There's a large mound there, which they thought was just a folly. But when they discovered that Avebury Hill was 2400, they thought they should check on the mound in the school grounds at Marlborough School. And sure enough, it's 2400 as well. So same period, they were building these mounds in the same valley, just as they're building the long mound.
Sadly, the wind got too much, but what Stephen was saying is that they discovered another one of these mounds in Marlborough, which is only a few miles away in the same valley and in the same proximity of the Long Barrow, which you can just about see over here. Are all these sites connected? There's another famous circle of stone in the UK, and that is Stonehenge. So let's go there next. Continuing on the stones theme, I carried on my journey, travelling 40 minutes to Stonehenge. So from one set of stones to another, I'm here at Stonehenge. The first thing you see when you arrive at Stonehenge is this Neolithic settlement, which is a replica of the settlement that was discovered just over a mile away at Durrington Walls. So when you arrive, you can either walk 30 minutes or you can get a coach. I'm going to opt for the coach. The area of Stonehenge covers around 6,500 acres. The largest stone is the heel stone, which is 30 tons. I still find it amazing how these stones were lifted over 5,000 years ago. To make it even more mind-blowing, one of the stones actually goes underground, so it's even bigger than it appears. I think anybody quite knows how they lifted these stones and put them into position, but it's pretty amazing to see them in person. Unfortunately, this is the closest we can get, but it's cool that you can walk all the way around. Stonehenge comes to life and is a place of celebration and worship during the summer solstice, when the Druids come and celebrate the circle of life from sunrise to sunset on the longest day. Though there have been lots of speculations about what Stonehenge's purpose was, its placement is in the perfect alignment with the movement of the sun and seems to point at it being a central point of worship. It could be the stones like the fresh air getting to my head, but I feel super relaxed right now. I think it's a mixture of the fresh air, hearing the birds tweeting and just being so close to the stones. It's just such a nice combination and so relaxing, despite it being quite touristy. I've been here before, but it never gets tiring. It's so nice. So this is as close as you can get. With Stonehenge taking around 1,000 years to complete, I couldn't help but feel respect and awe for the people who set up these stones so many years ago. So it's the end of my time at Stonehenge and I've absolutely loved it. It's one of the most iconic sites in England, and it was really cool to see two different, very different sites with stones that have been used for religious ceremonies throughout history. So I definitely say, out of the two, the one this morning slightly takes it, but this is so iconic, it's definitely worth visiting if you haven't been before. With Avebury and Stonehenge only being 26 miles apart, could they be linked? What do you think? I decided to go back with Tig this time and have another look, starting off at Silbury Hill. It's amazing to think that this man-made hill is as old as the pyramids, and like the pyramids of Egypt, is full of chambers inside. I've just taken Tig to Avebury. Now I remember this morning I kept calling it Avebury, so just ignore that. What do you think of this area?
It's amazing. I didn't even know anything like this existed in the UK. The stones, I don't know the story of the Stonehenge yet because I haven't been told, but they look amazing.
We're going to tell you the story of the stones. Come forward and no more.
Tig made his way to find out from the sheep what they knew about the land of the stones. Not that it's called the land of the stones, but we've decided to come up with that name. He's finding it amusing, and the sheep are not impressed.
Come forward, man with the hoodie.
So after the sheep called Tig and shared their knowledge of the ancient ways, we headed through the fields and had a closer look at the stones. We've done a perfect circle today, a perfect circle of stones. It really does feel like a magical place when you're here in person, almost as if the ancestors of the past are echoing all around you. That's one thing you can't mind, is treading in cow poo and sheep poo, because throughout this walk you will be treading in both.
I can't believe we're actually walking along an ancient pathway. I'm so glad I came here.
Do you like it?
I do. It's so peaceful here. And there is something quite atmospheric about this place.
Walking between these amazing stones, we made our way to the village pub to grab ourselves some food. So Tig had a steak and ale pie with mash and veggies. Ooh, steamy. It was so nice and the pastry was really flaky. I wish you guys could smell it.
It was really delicious. The steak is super tender. The gravy is just really dense and tasty.
I had a mushroom pie, which was definitely a lot less flaky than Tig's. I think it might have been vegan, which would explain why the pastry didn't have that flakiness, but it was still nice. It's got some nice pieces of mushroom in it, nice sauce. Overall a good pie. After a delicious meal, we left the town of Avebury behind, travelling 7 miles towards the White Horse of Hackpen Hill. So we're on White Horse Hill at the moment. We're hoping to see the sunset, but we've missed that. But it is dusk and it still looks really, really pretty. So I'm glad we got to come up here for our last night. Wiltshire is gorgeous. Such a pretty county. It's so different as well. I've just really enjoyed today. It's a perfect end to the perfect day in Wiltshire. This horse dates back to 1838 and is one of several white horses in Wiltshire. I can't tell you guys how magical it felt being on top of this hill at sunset. Now we don't know the significance of why there's a white horse on this hill. From what I've heard, there's a few white horses in this area in Wiltshire. This whole area with Stonehenge and everything around it, it feels so magical and mysterious. Definitely Wiltshire is a county that is surrounded in mystery. Next time we travel to another cool place in Wiltshire to spend the day with some furry friends. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you soon.